eyes, yeah, all the rounds on me. I'm touched out and I'm feeling so free. All the eyes, yeah, all the eyes on me.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome to 2K Sports' annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs against the Charlotte Hornets. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us from the floor. And the injury story, certainly noteworthy. A lot of players in business casual tonight.
The injury story, certainly noteworthy. A lot of players in business casual tonight.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. Then it's Smith, then it's Ball, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for San Antonio, Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. And it's Biyombo in at the 5. The physicality of the NBA, Grant, it does come along with the risk of injury. These two teams can attest to that.
Yeah, B.A., that is so true. Injuries on both sides. Now, each team looking for their role players to step up. The best team at filling those gaps will likely be your winner tonight.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And Ball throws it down.
And look at Ball take off. Love seeing him use his athleticism to slam it home.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Williams grabs the board. Ball outside. Lets the 3 fly. And the three-pointer goes. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
Fearless from beyond the arc, LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence. A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Now Ball. He's got 5. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's Vassell. Driving to the basket. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
He wasn't going to settle on that play. Vassell with the assertive take to the bucket.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
It's deflected. And here is Williams. Paul with the double. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two. That's a jump ball.
Ball with it. Give him 8. 6 to shoot. Hauled in by Paul. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Vassell can't get it to go. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
San Antonio ball.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. Here's Castle. No good on his first attempt of the game. Charlotte has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Ball. And Ball throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Hornets. Three-pointer off the mark. Ball against ball. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Ball's got 12 points.
Yeah, inside ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
And San Antonio making a change here. Sohan's checked in. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Castle. Sohan outside. Will it go? San Antonio again can't hit. Hornets leading by 6. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
So it's San Antonio now, after the basket by Charlotte.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Ball way outside. It's rebounded by Biyombo. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Here's Green. No made baskets yet. Vassell with it. Guarded now by Ball. The kick out to Paul. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Now here's Ball. Tight defense on him. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show, and we're seeing it right here.
Castle for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Now here's Smith from deep. Vassell with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Here's Simpson. He's guarded by Paul. It's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
59 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Johnson. Fires from deep. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. Hornets leading by 5. Nurkic up top. They double with Sohan. Shot by Nurkic, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Johnson with a bucket.
Nice shooting reflexes on display from Johnson. He's got such a quick release. It is off as soon as he touches it.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Spurs have got 7 of 15 to find the net. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. From deep three-point land. And he gets it back. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. More NBA on 2K. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. They've got Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Diabate in at the 4. A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, "I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time." Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Here's Simpson. Drops in the layup for two. Simpson's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Oh, swiped away. Back come the Spurs in transition. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. Laughlin, he's checked in for San Antonio.
The lineup for your Spurs. Number 11, Jordan.
Here's Ball. He's got 16. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
And it's Sochan off the drive. Rebounded by Nurkic. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Diabate, covered by Johnson. Pass to Ball. Clock at 4. Oh, he tries a 3. Shot's good by Simpson. Simpson's got 5 points in the quarter.
If you get any space, LaMelo will find you, so be ready.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And the Spurs with some changes. Champagnie comes in for Barnes, and Branham subbed in for McLaughlin. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Branham. Pass to Bassie. Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. For 3. Diabate grabs the board. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. It's a 5-point game. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Outside Johnson. Pass to Bassie. And here's Sochan. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here's Salon. Yet to see a basket. Count it. Now it's a 7-point Charlotte lead.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Branham. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Ooh, might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Now here's Williams. Not a lot of room. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Hornets lead by 9. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. A line change here for San Antonio. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's a 3 from Paul. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Ball. Takes it inside. Yep, that one goes. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
Don't blink. Ball will blow your doors off.
Pass to Castle. A minute 58 left in the first half. San Antonio again can't hit. Hornets leading by 9. Here's Salon over Barnes, And all around the rim that time before dropping.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Substitution on court.
.144 left in the half. Pass to Castle. Here's Barnes. Vassell outside from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Vassell's got 7.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
On target from range.
So quick at getting the shot off. Paul has that one in the bag.
Fires from way outside. Barnes with the rebound.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Charlotte leading by 7. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Outside, Williams. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Biyombo. San Antonio's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Castle. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Barnes. Here's the 3. The shot misses. And so it's Charlotte closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back to the game after this break. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt, and it's Biyombo in at the center position. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, "I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind." Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Ball way outside. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 9. Outside Paul. Tries the spin move. On the take. Outside Barnes. Let's go with a 3. And he stays with it. To the middle. Here's Biyombo. And Biyombo slams it home.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Simpson. He's got 9. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Here's Castle. And Smith over to help. It's Barnes on the wing. The 3 is up. Again, the miss by Barnes.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And Josh Green going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Paul. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebound, San Antonio. Paul with it. Guarded now by Williams. Paul passes to Biyombo. Here's Vassell. Sinks it from distance. Vassell's got 10.
Great setup for Vassell, who does not waste the chances to get off a quick shot.
Simpson no good. Spurs trail by 6. Back come the Spurs in transition. They get it back. Pass to Castle. Down low. Biyombo. And Biyombo slams it home. Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Diabate's checked in for Charlotte.
Number 14, Yusuf Diabate.
It's Bridges on the wing. He's guarded by Vassell. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And Biyombo slams it home.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. RJ with Harrison Barnes on the roster. A team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
Bridges misses. Spurs trail by 4. Vassell outside. Pass to Biyombo. Now here's Barnes.
2 minutes remaining in the
Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Diabate's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And now Allie LaForce, an update for us on LaMelo Ball. What do you have, Allie?
The head athletic trainer for Charlotte let me know the status. A bruised tailbone is what he's saying. Nothing too serious, but definitely a pain in the you-know-what.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Timeout.
Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
So both teams changing it up here. .141 left in the third quarter of the game.
So assertive on the tape. Sohan is relentless when he sees a lane open up.
Charlotte leading by 5. Here's Curry. Nice D from Paul. And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Right wing. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Paul against Curry. Sohan outside. Pass to Johnson. Outside Paul. There's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
From deep. Paul doesn't hold back when pulling the trigger, especially when he sees the chance.
Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And here's Paul. Give him 8 points now. Misses the three. Outside Curry. And a nice finish on the layup. And it's a 6-point Hornet lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. 4th quarter on the court for the Hornets. Seth Curry is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Salon in at the small forward position. And there's the call on Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul of the game.
Coming onto the floor for your Spurs, number 14, Blake Wesley.
Charlotte on D. Sohan outside. And it's good for 2.
So good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
Ball with no fear. And Ball throws it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Ball. Ball in the paint.
And I love how Ball will fight for it, getting around that inside physicality.
Spurs trail by 6. Here's Wesley. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
The Spurs have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Here's Wesley, hounded by Ball. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
And the first one at the line is good. Vassell, he's checked in for Champagny. Smith, he's checked in for Charlotte. And he makes both free throws. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Ball with it. And Ball throws it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Wesley, pass to Johnson. Now here's Vassell. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Man, when Vassell hit his stride tonight, he just kept going. This man is relentless.
Here's Ball. Rebound San Antonio. Bassey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Johnson passes to Bassey, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Unselfish to the core. Johnson looking to make plays for others.
A deep three from Ball. Rebound San Antonio.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
Pass to Wesley. No good. That would have tied it. The Hornets with a lead. And it's Ball off the drive. And Ball throws it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Biyombo, he's checked in for Bassey. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Castle's checked in for Johnson. And it's Paul in for Wesley. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Oh, clutch points from Ball. You can't forget he's 6'7", and that really helps him get shots off when it matters the most.
Paul passes to Biyombo. Here's Castle. There's a screen by Biyombo. Castle misses. Hornets leading by 4. There's Ball with a 3. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus.
With his size and quickness, Ball's pull-up is unstoppable.
And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
The Hornets have gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. Ball making the D look helpless.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They've led by as many as 11. And Ball throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Barnes against Ball, and he makes it on the layup. Ball's got 41.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
1:07 left in the fourth quarter here. Castle. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Bridges outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 11-point Charlotte lead.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Hornets.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for LaMelo Ball.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And Bridges, here we go. And it's Bridges with the jam.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Barnes, no good. Ball taking his time here. Driving inside. Misses in close. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps